chosen. My people chosen. They don't know. No. My people chosen. My people chosen. And they don't know. No. My people chosen. My people chosen. And they don't know.
My people tripping. They hear me, but they don't listen. It's too busy off up in the church pretending. It's ridiculous. All that hooping, hollering, shouting. Must have seen faith, but they ain't moving no mountains. My people lacking knowledge. I ain't talking to 4-year college. I mean summa cum laude in the Torah and the prophets. Steady falling for the same nonsense.
We're actually going to go to Exodus 16. Exodus 16. So we're going to start at verse 11. Because Yah is going to set a precedent. First of all, still dealing with the Sabbath. In Exodus 16, this is shortly after the Israelites have had their Red Sea experience. And they, after the Red Sea, that's Exodus 14, the part of the Red Sea, then they sing a song to Yah. Moses and Miriam sing a song to Yah, Exodus 15. And the very next thing that is established after they get through the Red Sea is the Shabbat. That's the first thing he sets up with them. So we're going to jump to verse 11 in Exodus 16 where it says, and remember, we're trying to figure out the Sabbath. And Yah is going to help us figure out the Sabbath. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, I've heard the murmurings of the children of Israel. Speak unto them, saying, at even ye shall eat flesh, and in the morning ye shall be filled with bread. You see the pattern? He used the same pattern that's used in Genesis 1. The evening and the morning were the first day. So Yah said, look, so that you can differentiate what happened in Genesis 1, in the evening you're going to get flesh, and in the morning you're going to get bread or manna. That is how Yah is going to help you clearly define how to keep his Shabbat. By the quail and the manna. Verse 12, I've heard the murmurings of the children of Israel. Speak unto them, saying, at even ye shall eat flesh, in the morning ye shall be filled with bread, and ye shall know that I am Yah, your Father. And it came to pass that at even the quails came up. So what came first? The evening. Just like what happened in Genesis 1, the evening and the morning. He's trying to help you figure this out. And it came to pass, verse 13, that at even quails came up and covered the camp. And in the morning, the dew lay round about the host. And when the dew that lay was gone up, behold, upon the face of the wilderness, there lay a small round thing, as small as hoarfrost, on the ground. And when the children of Israel saw it, they said to one another, it is manna. For they knew not what it was. And Moses said unto them, this is the bread which Yah giveth you to eat. So once again, the precedent is quails came at night, manna came during the morning and the daytime when the sun came up. Verse 16, this is the thing which Yah has commanded. Gather up it, every man according to his eating, an omer for every man, according to the number of your person. Take ye every man for them which are in his tents. And the children of Israel did so, and gathered some more, some less. And when they did meet it with an omer, which means once they measured out an omer, he that gathered much had nothing over, and he that gathered little had no lack. They gathered every man according to his eating. And Moses said, let no man leave it till the morning. So he said, don't leave it till the next morning. So if you gather manna on Monday morning, don't leave it around till Tuesday morning. Verse 19, Moses said, let no man leave it till the morning. Notwithstanding, they hearkened not to Moses. But some of them left it until the morning, and it bred worms and stank, and Moses was wroth with them. So Moses gave them a command, said, don't leave it to the next day. They did that shit anyway. Like, fuck, let's ate shit up. Verse 21, and they gathered it every morning, every man according to his eating. And when the sun waxed hot, it melted. There goes another clue. The moon can't wax hot, and quails came at night. He's trying to make it very clear what period he's talking about. It says that when the sun waxed hot, it melted. And it came to pass on the 6th day, just like in Genesis 1, it only covered what? 6 days. And it came to pass that on the 6th day they gathered twice as much bread, 2 omers for one man. And all the rulers of the congregation came and told Moses. And he said unto them, this is that which Yah has said, tomorrow is the rest of the holy Shabbat unto Yah. Bake that which ye will bake today, and seed that which ye will seed, and that which remaineth overlay up for you to be kept until the morning. So only on the Sabbath was it, you would collect double the amount on Friday, because on the Sabbath it was going to last. That was the only day that it was not going to stink. And they laid it up till the morning, as Moses bade, and it did not stink. Neither was there any worm therein. And Moses said, eat that today, for today is the Sabbath unto the Lord. Today you shall not find it in the field. 6 days you shall gather it. 6 days. So you notice he stopped mentioning quail. Once he told you quail came at night, he don't even talk about quail no more. All he's talking about is manna, and manna came in the daytime. So in verse 26 it says, 6 days you shall gather it, but on the 7th day, which is the Sabbath, in it there shall be none. And it came to pass, so you go to big verse, right? Verse 27, and it came to pass that there went out some of the people on the 7th day for to gather, and they found none. And Yah said unto Moses, how long refuse you to keep my commandments and my law? So what, did they get in trouble for gathering quail? Did they ever get in trouble for gathering quail? The quail came every night. But the quail came every night, but the manna only came 6 days, and they had to gather a double portion on Friday because they weren't going to get it on Saturday. So how do you tell the Sabbath? Exodus 16. But we had to go the long way to fight through all the lies and all of the moons and the this and the that. Exodus 16 is the bulletproof way. Quail and manna. Quail came at night, manna came in the day. They only got in trouble for collecting manna, not quail. Like the sister said in Nehemiah 13, look at all the activities they're doing. Bringing in lading ashes and collecting figs and collecting grapes. You can't do that shit at night. You can with a flashlight nowadays, but no. Back then, no. So that's pretty much the Sabbath.
Go to Ezekiel 46.
What verse?
Go to verse 1. Let's see if we can't get an understanding of the Sabbath day also.
Ezekiel 46 and 1. It says, thus saith Yah, the gate of the inner court that looketh toward the east shall be shut the 6 working days. But on the Sabbath it shall be open. And in the day of the new moon it shall be open. The prince shall enter by the way of
When we go forward, we got to get understanding. So it's going to be closed for 6 working days. But on the 7th day, I'm talking on the Sabbath day and the new moon, the day of the new moon is going to be open. So closed 6 days, Sabbath and new moon open. Go ahead.
Right. Verse 2 of Ezekiel 46. And the prince shall enter by the way of the porch of that gate without, and shall stand by the post of the gate. And the priest shall prepare his burnt offering and his peace offering, and he shall worship at the threshold of the gate. Then he shall go forth. but the gate shall not be shut until the evening.
That was just like another witness just confirming that the Sabbath is the day portion. Because in Ezekiel 2, it says that the gate should not be open until the evening. So it's going to be closed on the Sabbath and the new moon. But it won't be open until the Sabbath start at day crap, because it's telling you, along with the Quail, the Exodus 16, the beginning, the Matthew is just another witness, and it's just cut, like 46, 1 and 2. Like, how can you, what can you do with that? The Sabbath day of the east gate is going to be open. With Nehemiah, it was closed because they needed their protection to keep them heathens from coming in on the Sabbath and selling. So they needed their protection. It's like they closed it, man, till after the Sabbath. That way they can't come up here while the Sabbath's going on selling us stuff. But right here, it's going to be open because the Messiah ain't worried about you coming up in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Open it up.
I try to get yeah.
So 46 is open on the Sabbath and a new moon so they can worship him. And verse 2, it's going to be closed. You know what I'm saying? You're going to shed it in the evening, because you're not going to even be over here on the east side of the gate, because this is what we're going to take care of our business on the Sabbath and the new moon. You could be at the south gate, the north gate, whatever gate, but on the east gate, I don't even want to come over here to 6 days of the week. But that's the only reason why I brought up 46, 1 and 2, because it's further proof that
it's interesting too. It's interesting too. I'm trying to do this on a weekly basis, man, because, waiting for topics, it's nice to have a certain topic set aside, but this, it's kind of uplifting when somebody can bring to the table what's bothering them or whatever, you know what I mean? Kind of like their teaching.
That's great. I love hearing that.
Oh yeah, it's just wonderful, man.
My people chosen, and they don't know.
My people blind. Why they don't know about what happened. Too busy trying to be Muslim or Baptist. Let's not forget the Christians. Religion don't even matter. Really, it's the reason we were scattered. So what about the pastor? So what about the church? To seek the Father, I don't need no one on this earth. Pastor riding in the Bentley. I'm trying to find a ride to work. Lights off, I'm paying tithes for his work. 2-hour long sermon. Pastor ain't read but 2 verses. You mean to tell me that's considered learning? Y'all wanna be reverent. He don't wanna be worshipped. He ain't out here trying to be all commercial. Why would we put our faith in?